Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. I hope you're doing well today. This is a daily channeled message that I put out every day during the week. I hope you enjoy these readings. If you do, if you're new to this channel, I want to take a moment to say hello. We have a lot of new people, a lot of new folks finding the channel. So I want to thank you to all of you who have liked and subscribed to this channel because you're helping more people come into our community. So I really appreciate that. We're seeing a lot of folks flow in. That's cool because there's a lot of great stuff going to be happening pretty soon. Yesterday I posted an interview or a conversation with my friend Jen Huber about shamanic journeying, and we're going to do a lot more of this. So I hope you're liking that. We're moving in a direction that you have all asked me for some time now. So stick around. You'll know more over the next couple of weeks or so. We're going to be sharing a lot more of what's happening on Soulful Revolution on the channel. So stick around. And if you're here brand new, again, welcome in, and please like, subscribe, and share if you feel so inclined. So many thanks in advance there. All right. You will only know the way by making the way. Very true. Befriend your fear monster. Starseed. Wow. Okay. So this is definitely an opening, like an opening up. I feel like there is a sense of some of you haven't ventured into your spiritual path or haven't really listened to your soul calling you to do things or to, pray or to be present, to learn to meditate, to understand astrology, to understand whatever is calling you. I feel like some of you have just been like, nope, not doing that. And it has been that way for some time. But now I feel like there's some of you are going to have a rapid spiritual awakening. A lot of you who are here in a brand new capacity, right? You're just, hello, right? It's because you've had a recent spiritual awakening. That could be what's going on. And or just some kind of empowerment that has been happening because of maybe something that negative that happened, but now you're emboldened, right? Like, it's like, now I'm doing what I want to do. I'm answering my soul's calling. I'm listening to what is happening. I'm not feeling as confused about things anymore. This deck is, well, let's see where we go with this. Very interesting. Whatever I did to the decks. Okay, I don't know what I did to the decks. All right, I think I shuffled them in backwards, which was totally fine, but we're going to get a lot of reversals here, which I feel is a great thing. Because this can be about fear, right? The reversals, and when reversals come up in your tarot readings, it can be about fear. So Queen of Cups and Judgment, afraid to open your heart, afraid to listen to your calling. Yep, there's the fear card. The Moon, it's like, I can't see it, so I don't know if it's real. And so guess what? Fate and destiny are calling. This can lead a little bit to some lack of self-confidence, okay? And even some fights and arguments and things, because you're definitely feeling called to do something, but I'm not sure what it is. All right? Been feeling this way for a long time. We're going to be taking care of that. That's really aligned with where we're going with Soulful Revolution. We're going to be talking a lot more about healing modalities and things to do, right? You've come onto this channel, many of you, for some clarity about a situation, for, guidance about where am I supposed to go next? What am I supposed to do? And we have a lot of things to share with you, and ways of healing, ways of stepping into your mission and calling. So I hope if that's something that's interesting to you, please stick around. 4 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords, the Strength card in reverse. Look at this. 4 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Swords right up, King of Wands. Isn't that interesting? Look at this pattern. Chariot in reverse, 6 of Wands. All 3 cards in the present moment are right side up. Okay, that one's right side up too. So that blows the pattern here in the future, which is good, which is good. I mean, I don't know, good. You can take it however you want it. But I just sort of feel like there's been a lot of resistance to healing out of fear, because of fear. and you'll only see the way by making the way. You have to be the one to light your own path. Like, there's a lot of us, like myself, who are out there shining our light and doing our thing and sharing what comes through in terms of channeling, sharing messages that we get downloads about, all of this kind of stuff. But it's almost like everybody else has to now pick up their, the mantle of change is now, the torch is being passed in that regard. So more we're, people who are here, who are awakened or who are aware of their starseed past lives, aware that why they're here, or that they're here for a spiritual purpose. The destiny and fate card is showing up here. So, fate doesn't care. I mean, you have your own free will, okay? And you can make decisions, and you can manifest with the universe, and you can do all of these things. But there are certain lessons that you are here to confront. There's certain things you're here to do, and you can do them the easy way or the hard way. It's kind of up to you. So I feel like the Four of Swords in reverse is like, I resisted healing for a really long time, and I felt really, really fearful about it. So instead I got betrayed by people, betrayed by myself, and so to resist healing is to, it's like a head in the sand thing, like an ostrichy thing. The Four of Cups is about stubbornness, okay? But in the reverse, it's about letting go of this kind of behavior of feeling fear, so I'm going to not do anything. It can also be the opposite way, like more stubborn, getting more stubborn. But I almost feel like, because this Two of Swords is showing up, that there is some kind of mindset, there is some kind of thinking that stands in the way. It's not just like, I don't want to go down this road. This terrifies me. This makes me feel like I'm going to be ostracized from my family, right? My Five of Wands, everybody fighting with me, or everybody resisting me. Or what am I going to do, in my spiritual path? I can't be out there reading tarot on YouTube when I work a corporate job, or something like that. There's this feeling that there's, and betrayal is happening for some of you, or has happened to some of you, because of the lack of really embracing the path and recognizing that it's not betrayal, really, like you're going in a new direction. Some of you have betrayed yourself. So you haven't set boundaries with people. You haven't done the healing work. And there's a mindset that's kind of to blame here. There's a way of thinking. So there's a way of thinking. Two of Swords, please. Sun in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So the Sun in reverse is about, and Seven of Wands in reverse can be about, I'm really blocking my happiness because of what my folks told me, or because of there's somebody in my life that is kind of a tyrant. So I have to appear like I'm kind of going along with things, or I have to appear like I'm dealing with their rules and regulations, but really I'm not doing that. I'm certain of it. Seven of Cups in the upright is confusion. In the reverse, it's like no longer confused. Okay? No longer confused. You have been stopping your growth, stopping your healing, because of a mindset that says, I have to abide by the rules of my family, my narcissistic, fill in the blank, partner, parent, whatever, fill in the blank. I have to abide by the rules or I won't have fill in the blank, right? And right now what's coming up is like, okay, but not doing that healing work is going to be worse on you. Okay. So the way out of this is through. The only way out is through. You've got to go through the healing work. You've got to go through the befriending your fear monster. You've been, so this whole mindset thing about I'm not allowed to be happy. I'm not allowed, having boundaries is, it's like a backflip of your own, in your thinking that says, well, I'm a caring, nurturing person, so I shouldn't have any boundaries because that's what unconditional love is. That's not what unconditional love is. Unconditional love cannot be unconditional love unless you love yourself too. And so a lot of empaths put themselves out there and think that they have to prostrate themselves on the altar of someone else's neglect or anger or fury or narcissism or something like that, because that's what we empaths do, right? We nurture everybody, we take care of everybody. And the fact is, I think we've misunderstood. Empaths are not here to be run over by freight trucks of other people. We are not here for that purpose. We are here to be strong, because it takes strong people to help other people navigate through difficulties of life that they don't want to face. All right. They don't want to do their healing. They don't want to deal with relationship problems. They don't want to deal with narcissistic partners, people who are really out for themselves. They don't want to deal with that. It's scary, because if I deal with that, then what happens if they abandon me, or what happens if I am betrayed by them or something like that? News flash. If you have a narcissistic family, or if you are in a narcissistic system in any way, shape, or form, you will be betrayed. If you are not the central narcissist that everybody's trying to help and deal with and manage and protect themselves from, but still look like I'm in the system and I'm with you and all that kind of stuff. Walking on eggshells is just part of it, right? We're all about that, because we think that's what keeps us safe. But what actually keeps us safe is getting strong and powerful and moving away from these kinds of systems. The healing is recognizing, and I think this takes people a lot of time to get to, because if we're part of a family, we know that family is important, right? Like, family comes first, and our family members are supposed to love us, are supposed to be part of our journeys, and hey, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. We have arguments, disagreements, and all that kind of stuff. But the love in a narcissistic family is conditional. It is conditional on you prostrating yourself at the altar of someone else's whims. You don't get a choice. You can never earn their love. You can never earn their respect, ever. Never. And when you realize that, it's a little bit of a burden lifted off of you, and you may be thinking about certain person as a toxic family member, and other people who's the centerpiece of this? Who's the one that everybody's kind of bowing down to? Because there can be a secondary toxic person and a tertiary toxic person, because they've been in the system for so long. Sometimes we enable people to protect ourselves from really facing the fact of this kind of non-love-oriented growth, okay? So I feel like there's resistance here until something really shows up that it's a bridge too far, okay? It's a bridge too far. I'm no longer going to be dealing with this. I'm overcoming this. And yes, are you going to lose people? Because they're not interested in being healthy. And it's like, well, I love you where you are. This is not something that's healthy for me to be around. Godspeed. And that's the place that a lot of us don't want to get to. We don't want to get to that place where we have to make that choice. You're making a choice for you. And all these years you've been told that that's selfish. It's not selfish. It's self-preservation at this point, okay? So I'm just feeling like some of you have really gone through this with people and have gone through the cycles over and over again. The fact that the Wheel of Fortune is here is telling me that we are in some kind of destined, fated moment in time where we are really looking ourselves in the mirror and saying, that's not part of my pattern anymore. I'm not doing that kind of life anymore. I'm moving on from this. So let's see where we go. Okay, let's see where we go. We'll get a little bit deeper guidance for you. There's a link in the description box below. Starseeds, see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.